Welcome to the virtual transfer fair for all Virginia students, sponsored by the Virginia Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Counselors and StriveScan. Thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so our panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many sessions happening, so be sure to check out the full schedule at strivescan.com/Virginia. This presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at the same website. And with that, I'll turn it over to our first presenter tonight, and that is the University of Lynchburg.
All right, my name is Susan Hogg, and I am with the University of Lynchburg. I'm the Associate Director for Transfer Students and Adult Students. We are in Lynchburg, Virginia. We're known as one of the colleges that changes lives. Changing lives is what we do best, and it shows. We rank among the region's best colleges and universities, and we're one of the best values around. Lynchburg instantly feels like family and becomes your second home forever. We have about 2,000 undergraduate students and 1,000 graduate students. We have small classes with big ideas and one-on-one interaction. Our class size is 16:1 and our faculty to student ratio is 11:1. We are the type of school that you're really going to get to know your professor and your professor is really going to get to know you. We offer more than 100 majors, minors, and pre-professional programs. We have a College of Arts and Sciences, Business, Education, Health Sciences, and a Westovers Honors College. We probably have what you're looking for. If you change your mind, you have choices. But the best part of all of this is that 91% of our students are satisfied with their overall academic experience. Maybe you already know you want to be a physician assistant, physical therapist, or athletic trainer. We have these pathways to hold seats for Lynchburg students in our master's or doctorate programs. Make sure you check out our website for more information. And you did hear that right. We have direct admit pathways for our doctorate in physical therapy and PA medicine, along with a few of our other graduate level programs. We offer hands-on learning and a real-life experience to prepare you for your career. For example, criminology majors learn fingerprinting, practice surveillance tactics, and even turn campus into a mock crime scene. Our health science majors have the opportunity to participate in clinicals for an internship and explore the human body in our cadaver lab. Our business students use real funds from the university's endowment to buy and sell on real financial aid markets. Another core principle is high impact learning. It helps you take your education to the next level. So what does that mean? It means internships. Nick built telescope parts on a 3D printer for the Belk Observatory and was able to receive an internship with the Department of Energy. It means study abroad. Almost one third of our students study abroad. Our students study in Vietnam, Iceland, India, Guatemala, Italy, all over the world. There are opportunities and scholarships that make study abroad an option for everyone. Finally, it means research. More than half of our students do research with their professors. It's a big reason why so many of our students get into grad school. And in the lab or out, your professors will know your name. Their main goal is to support you and help you succeed. And I just can't stress that enough. Your professors will really get to know you. We're invested in your future and ready to help you find and reach your goals. Here's what a few of our graduates are doing now. Landon is a professional gamer and his Call of Duty team has almost 800,000 subscribers on YouTube. Nat was getting paying gigs from nationally recognized athletic teams before she graduated. Now she shoots photos full-time for Duke Athletics. Jamar is the senior policy coordinator with the Department of Health and Human Services and serves as our alumni board chair. Emily has mentored several communication students and is senior manager of audience at USA Today. Francesca is head of American Solutions Architecture and Customer Success for Amazon. Twice a year, alumni come back for our Hornet to Hornet, where they meet, network with, and advise current students. It's not all studying at Lynchburg, though. After class, there's always something to do with your friends at Lynchburg. Fraternity and sorority life, 70 clubs, more than 2,000 events every year. We promise you won't get bored. As a matter of fact, we have 2,000 undergraduates, so we like to say there's at least one activity for each undergraduate student. We're pretty serious about sports here too. More than half of our students are involved in sports in one way or another. And we're the only D3 team streamlining games on ESPN3. We also offer sports at the club and intramural level. We are the type of school that you may see a faculty or staff member at these events, or you might even see the president. College should be an adventure, and we have adventures galore. The outdoor leadership program takes students rafting, hiking, caving, and more. It's affordable too. Most trips are under $15. The James River runs right through downtown Lynchburg, and the mountains are 30 minutes away. So there's always outdoor activities going on. So what do you do next? You can schedule a visit through our website, lynchburg.edu. You will see firsthand not only a beautiful campus, but our warm and friendly atmosphere. We can also schedule you to meet with a faculty member and do an unofficial credit evaluation. Next, apply. The fastest results will be from applying on our website, but we're also with the Common App and the Coalition app. Our application is free, so if you're undecided on where you want to go, please fill out our transfer application. I promise you won't be disappointed. And we are taking spring transfer students, so you have until December 15th to apply. Send us your FAFSA to get the best financial aid package. We will make an admissions decision within 2 to 3 weeks of receiving your application. We can make a decision with an unofficial transcript, so please feel free to email it to me. And then once you're admitted, we have numerous scholarship opportunities, including scholarship days, merit scholarships, STEM scholarships, visual and performing arts scholarships, and education scholarships, to name a few. And then last, you'll get a life-changing education at Lynchburg at an affordable price. But more than that, you'll find friends for life and a place you can always call home. My best advice as you're navigating this process is to come visit the school that you're interested in, take a tour. We would love to have you visit us in Lynchburg. Please let me know if you have any questions. Here's my information if you want to take a picture of it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Our next presenter is University of Mary Washington.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Jose Torres. I'm the Assistant Director of Transfer Admissions at the University of Mary Washington. All right, so we always like to start these presentations with some quick facts about the university. The University of Mary Washington is a public liberal arts and sciences university located in Fredericksburg, Virginia. We are midway between Washington, D.C. and Richmond, Virginia. We like to mention that to people because because of our unique location, it allows for a lot of really awesome and diverse opportunities for our students, whether that be in Richmond, DC, or in the Fredericksburg area proper. We have about 4,200 undergraduate students. In-state tuition is going to run you a little over $13,000, while out-of-state tuition is going to run you about $30,000. To continue with our facts, our student to faculty ratio is 13:1, and our average class size is about 19. That does tend to fluctuate though. If you were to choose one of our more popular majors, like say business or psychology, you could expect to see that average class size be a little bit higher. We also like to bring this up because of those smaller class sizes that we offer. It allows for a lot of really unique opportunities for our students because of the unique relationships that those smaller class sizes allow you to build, not only with the faculty and staff, but also with your fellow classmates. When it comes to student life, we have more than 150 clubs and organizations at the university. We have won 212 athletic conference championships. We are Division III, so there are no scholarships involved when it comes to athletics. We have 157 study abroad programs in 54 countries. And I always tell transfer students, even if you don't think that you can fit that in, there's always the opportunity for you to study abroad, even if it's not a full semester or a year abroad, you have the opportunity to go abroad during the summer or during winter break or spring break. That's available to you as a transfer student. So take advantage of those opportunities that are, so you still have an opportunity to take advantage of those sorts of things, even as a transfer student. When you're ready to apply to the university, I just want to make you aware of our filing dates. If you're looking at a spring start, October 15th is our application filing date. Summer start is March 15th, and then a fall start is April 1st. Now, those are application filing dates. Now, they are not hard and fast deadlines where you need to have all your application materials submitted. It's just they're more of an advisory point. We do actually operate on rolling admissions. So if you were to submit an application beyond one of these deadline dates for those specified starts, we would still review you. We'd still offer you merit scholarships and things of that nature. So when it comes to what we need from you in order for your application to be read, we need the application itself. Now you can apply through the Common App or you can apply through UMW itself. You don't have to fill out both of them. You only have to fill out one or the other. I will tell you the UMW application is free to complete, but if you were looking for a fee waiver for the Common App, just reach out to me and I can, supply you with that, no problem. We also need official transcripts from all colleges previously attended. And if you haven't earned your associate's degree yet, we're going to need to see a final high school transcript. Once we have all those things in hand, your application is complete, and then it comes to me for review. We try to turn applications around within 2 weeks of completion of, or within 2 weeks of receipt of all those application materials. We also offer guaranteed admissions to students transferring from VCCS schools, so that's Virginia Community College System schools, and Richard Bland College. I know it says on the screen GPA of a 3.25, but we've recently amended that to a GPA of a 3.0. So if you have a cumulative GPA of a 3.0 and you're going to be earning your associate's degree, you can apply for guaranteed admissions to the University of Mary Washington. We also offer merit scholarships to students. And the cool thing about a merit scholarship is there's nothing that you need to actively do or physically do to earn that scholarship. That is something that we give to you automatically based on your GPA information when we are reviewing your application. So and for an in-state student, you can get up to $4,000 annually in merit scholarship. For an out-of-state student, that number jumps up to $8,000 annually. In terms of merit scholarship. And that's before we factor in any FAFSA information like loans and grants and things like that, and any other grants and scholarships that you may qualify for as well. But that's something that we give you right off the bat as like a reward for all the hard work you've done to get to this point. All right, so if you're looking to contact us or get in contact with us, we have our information listed here. Probably the easiest way to get a hold of us is going to be to drop us an email. The email address is admit@umw.edu. We're also on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Again, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us this evening. And again, get dirty, go wash. All right.
Thank you. Our next presenter is University of North Carolina, Wilmington.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. My name is Johanna Fitzwater. I'm a transfer admissions coordinator with the University of North Carolina, Wilmington. I'm excited to be here tonight, so thank you so much for joining us. I'm just going to start this off by introducing you to Wilmington for those of you who may not be familiar with it. We're a town of roughly 120,000 residents situated on the southern North Carolina shore. The UNCW campus is very centrally located, so we are approximately 5 miles from the historic downtown riverfront and 5 miles from Wrightsville Beach. Within the UNC system, there are 17 different public institutions, and UNCW is North Carolina's only coastal university. We're home to almost 18,000 students, and we offer 56 different bachelor's programs, as well as 35 master's and 4 doctoral programs. We are also one of the Division I schools within the UNC system. I've listed some of our most popular degree programs here amongst our transfer student. Some of these that are very unique to UNCW, such as our film studies program, as well as those that are internationally renowned, such as our marine biology program and our business program. But if you don't see your intended major listed here, fear not, we do have 56 different bachelor's programs to offer. So the UNCW is large enough to offer incomparable student experiences, which include research and discovery. We still maintain the advantages of small class sizes and low student to faculty ratio. With our current academic year, the average class size at UNCW is 27 students, and our student to faculty ratio is 18:1. So this promises our students the opportunity for a personal educational experience and the ability to build valuable relationships with their professors. We really pride ourselves on offering students a challenging environment to explore their passions and enhance their opportunities through applied learning. The applied learning opportunities which we implement equip our students with real-world experiences that help them to make that jump into the workforce. I'm going to take just a few moments to briefly highlight each of those applied learning experiences tonight. So for just one example of our research and discovery opportunities, UNCW has a Center for Marine Science that's located just a few miles from main campus, and it's situated on the Intracoastal Waterway, just a few steps from the ocean. So this is an active research laboratory where students have the opportunity for research and discovery, actually in the oceans and in the intracoastal in their second year within their major. Study abroad is another big one. We have over 1,000 different programs in over 50 different countries. We always tell our students if there's somewhere on earth that you'd like to go, we can probably get you there. We offer programs for every major, and we also offer various durations of study. So they can be as short as 10 days to 2 weeks. We have programs that are a single semester. We also have programs that are 2 years. So again, something for everybody. As far as internships go, we offer thousands of various internships each year across all of our majors. Because UNCW is so renowned for its film studies program, I do like to highlight that our film studies students have about 100 different local internships available to them each year to be part of major motion picture production. As we also offer hundreds of service learning opportunities, and those service learning opportunities are essentially credit-bearing philanthropy. We have them in state, out of state, as well as overseas. So each year, our incoming class is comprised of about 49% transfer students. I think that this is something that's really important for transfer students to know. The amount of transfer students that we bring in, it really means that we have a strong culture for transfer students. We have student organizations that are just for transfer students and scholarships just for transfer students. We have a really robust population of transfer students. A lot of them are from in-state, but many of them come from out of state, as well as the military and the workforce. I am going to shift gears quickly and just speak briefly about how you can be a transfer student at UNCW as well. So these are our basic recommendations. It's pretty straightforward. In order to be competitive for admission, applicants are recommended to have 24 hours of college credit completed or in progress. And of those 24 college credits, we want to see 6 credit hours of a transferable English, as well as 3 credit hours of a transferable math. Our requirement is a 2.5 cumulative GPA. And with your application, you need to submit your official high school transcripts, all of your college transcripts, and then military transcripts if those are applicable to you. We have 2 priority deadlines. We do enroll in the summer, the fall, and the spring. So if you're interested in transferring in the summer fall, that deadline is March the 1st. And for spring entry, it's October the 15th. All of our students apply through cfnc.org. That's the College Foundation of North Carolina. And I just want to make one distinction between these 2 priority deadlines. For our transfer students, we do have a merit-based transfer scholarship, but we only award this to students when they apply for the summer fall entry by the priority deadline. So if scholarships are very important to you, I'd like you to keep that info in your back pocket. So again, summer and fall entry, you're automatically considered for our transfer merit-based scholarship. Last but not least, I'd just like to encourage anyone who is interested in more information about our campus and our academic offerings and the transfer admission process. I would encourage you to take a campus virtual tour, schedule a virtual walk-in with one of our transfer admission counselors. And if you have any immediate questions, you can reach out to us at uncwtransfer@uncw.edu. So we hope to hear from you. Thank you so much for your time this evening.
Thank you so much. Our next presenter is University of South Carolina.
Hey there, everyone. My name is Allison Scheide. I am the Assistant Director for Transfer Partnerships here at the University of South Carolina, and I'm so glad that you're all joining us tonight. So the University of South Carolina is the state flagship university of the great state of South Carolina, and we are located in Columbia, which is the state capital. So there's a lot going on in terms of internships and just things to do around campus. It's a hard place to be bored. There's a lot of things going on all the time. Sorry, I'm having some technical difficulties. There we go. All right, so if you are looking for a large university, we are a great place to be considering. We have just about 27,000 undergraduate students, with just under 60% of those students coming from the state of South Carolina. And we do have students from all 50 states and more than 100 countries. So some fun facts that this slide isn't going to be able to tell you is that about a third of our undergraduate students are transfer students, so you're definitely not going to be alone there. And also, out of all of these states that we get students from, Virginia is one of the top 10 states for all of our undergraduate students. So if you're worried about being the only person from Virginia at the University of South Carolina, you're definitely not going to have that problem here. So we offer over 100 majors, and between our combinations of majors, minors, and concentrations, that equals about 300 different degree options that students can pursue. So I'm going to highlight some of the ones that are really unique to the University of South Carolina that you can't actually get at any of the public schools in the state of Virginia. And so this is part of a program called the Academic Common Market. And so it's a coalition of a bunch of states in the southeastern area that if your state doesn't offer a major at a public institution, you can go to another school out of state and receive in-state tuition. And so this is a little bit different than a scholarship in that it's not merit-based. If you are meeting the requirements to be admitted into those majors, you just have to fill out some paperwork with your state government and it triggers that in-state tuition rate. So within our College of Arts and Sciences, our cardiovascular technology major is eligible for this. This is a health sciences major that does internships in cardiovascular diagnostics. Marine science, this focuses on the holistic study of the ocean. So while there are concentrations in marine biology, marine chemistry, and marine physics, I believe, it's going to take a holistic look at the ocean as a whole. And we have our own research station over near Myrtle Beach, which is about a 2 to 2.5 hour drive away from campus. Then also in our College of Arts and Sciences is our Russian major. And so Russian is a language that's really in demand lately. And so the Russian major focuses on the culture, language, and literature of Russian-speaking countries around the world. In our well-known Darla Moore School of Business, the Risk Management and Insurance major focuses on decision-making in the face of uncertainty, which is probably one of the most applicable majors right now, given everything that's happening. It also focuses on financial protection and just a lot of things that focus around the insurance industries. And then in our College of Hospitality, Retail, and Sport Management, our retailing major with the focus on retail management. This major just trains students to have exceptional customer experiences, as well as focusing on e-commerce, which is becoming really popular. And students do 2 internships as part of their degree requirements. So we have 56 nationally ranked programs, including our #1 ranked international business, #1 ranked sports science, which includes sport and entertainment management, exercise science, and physical education. And we have a lot of programs that are ranked in the top 10 or top 25, including that retailing major that I was talking about on my previous slide. And even though we're a large school, you're still going to get that small school feel with a student to faculty ratio of 17:1. So you're thinking, this is great, sign me up, I want to be a Gamecock, what do I need to do? So students will do the online application. It's just on our website. We're not on Coalition or Common App for the transfer application, as well as a non-refundable $65 application fee. Once a student has 30 college credit hours, we no longer require any high school information. If you have less than 30 credit hours, we will require high school transcripts and official test scores, although we will be piloting a test optional method for fall of 2021. So some deadlines to note, our spring 2021 deadline actually just got extended to November 15th. So if you are thinking about us for the spring, there is still time. Summer and fall open up on February 1st, and you should complete them ideally by May 1st, although the fall application will close for good on July 1st. Our minimum GPA that we will require is a 2.25, and we do recalculate your GPA with all attempts at non-remedial coursework. So just know that if you repeat a course, it's going to factor into your GPA both attempts. So there's a few different ways to get in touch with us. I am the person behind admtransfer@mailbox.sc.edu, and I love answering your questions. No, you're not bothering me if you ask me a bunch of questions. It's one of my favorite parts of my job. And so we are open for limited in-person tours if you're going to be in the Columbia area. We also have virtual tours led live by our fantastic student ambassadors so that you can get your questions answered by real students in real time. So I am more than happy to answer any questions that you may have, whether it's today here in the chat or later on. Thanks for tuning in, and go Gamecocks.
Thank you. Our next presenter is University of Virginia.
All right. Thanks again for joining us this evening. My name is Pierce Cowder. I am a Senior Assistant Dean of Admission at UVA, and I'm the coordinator of the transfer enrollment process as well. So happy to share what it's like to apply and go through the transfer admission process for UVA. If you're unfamiliar with UVA, we are the flagship research institution in the Commonwealth. We are in Charlottesville, Virginia. It's very much a college town, small city vibe, right where the Blue Ridge Mountains start that you can see in the slide here. In the foreground, we've got Thomas Jefferson's Academical Village was the initial campus of the university, built 200 years ago, just celebrated our bicentennial anniversary there. And we have about 17,000 undergrads at this point, so a much larger school now in 2020, but across 8 different colleges. Some unifying things about UVA are being very engaged in the student body, very active and spirited student body, and being very engaged with your academics, really taking ownership over your academic experience. If you want to design your own degree, you can do that at UVA. If you want to major across different colleges and combine them into one degree, you can do that at UVA. We're really offering a lot of resources, no matter what you choose for your undergraduate college or what you choose for available majors or minors. You're going to work with faculty, you're going to get involved in independent research, and you're really going to make your years there at UVA, whatever it is you design to get out of them. So I did mention 8 undergrad schools. You do apply to a specific school when you apply to UVA, so you can see the choices there. If you're totally undecided about what you would want to study, do know that this doesn't mean you're applying into a specific major. It's okay to have some options, but the best place to apply if you're pretty undecided would be the College of Arts and Sciences. It's our biggest school. It offers the largest amount of majors and certainly a lot of flexibility to explore a lot of different disciplines. Well, the others might be a little more specialized, smaller schools. But if you are interested in engineering, architecture, nursing, commerce is our business program, education, or leadership and public policy, you would apply directly to those programs. If you ever have any questions about where should I apply, please feel free to reach out to me or just take a look at our website, and we can definitely help you make sure you know which place you want to apply to when you apply to UVA. So when you are applying, if you are in the Virginia Community College system, you would have the option of following the Guarantee Admission Agreement. Most students do not follow the Guarantee Admission Agreement. Maybe they want to come earlier than the first 2 years because, of course, we do accept plenty of students. About half of our transfers come in after 1 year, but certainly you couldn't do Guarantee Admission and do that route. Or maybe you're missing a course requirement or things like that. Regardless, it's a perfectly great plan to follow and, of course, guarantee your way into UVA. I just want any VCCS students listening to know that it's not even the most popular way to come from the VCCS. So definitely a plan to follow, but UVA is certainly open to you, regardless of if you're at the community college system, regardless if you follow the GAA or when you want to come to the university. Now, the GAA only exists for arts and sciences, engineering, and the RN to BSN program. So if you're interested in one of the other colleges, you already have your answer there. You're just applying as a competitive transfer applicant. The most important thing to really pay attention to in the transfer admission process for UVA is following the course requirements. These, what you see on this slide, are for the Arts and Science College. There is a lot of overlap between the different colleges, but once you know where you think you're going to be applying when you apply to UVA as a transfer student, you should look at our website to make sure you're following the course requirements. If you're starting at the VCCS, they're very easily detailed about what to take during your 4 semesters, if you're following the Guaranteed Admission Agreement, for instance. But regardless of where you're in school, you should get a good idea of what compares to what you're taking now and how that would transfer to UVA and fulfill those course requirements. That's really the critical part of a transfer application. The other parts certainly are bringing all of your transcripts to us. So we do require a high school transcript and any colleges you attended. Everything else, though, is optional. So other than what's in the Common App, in the transcripts, it's up to you if you want to submit optional things. That includes testing, letters of recommendation, things like that. You can see the deadlines on the screen as well. The next deadline would be March 1st, so plenty of time to work on your application if you are interested in coming in the next fall. And again, we do offer transfer admission to incoming second years as well as incoming third years. And by this point, it's about half and half in that population of admitted transfers there. We do have spring semesters, so you might be hearing this and thinking about doing it for next spring. The deadline, of course, is passed for this upcoming spring semester, but it is a smaller program or smaller cohort of students that come in for the spring. More popular option is the fall. You can also see the financial aid deadlines there. They are a month after the application deadline. We meet 100% of demonstrated need at UVA for all of our students. So it's a very extensive, massive financial aid program, but you do need to make sure you have all the important required materials in to qualify for it. So the FAFSA, the CSS profile, and some tax return information. So I've got a couple ways to get in touch with us, certainly our main email address, but also I run a blog about the transfer process. So you can find me under uvatransferadmission.blogspot.com to go into a lot of these things in depth. And I also wanted to highlight a few resources once you get to UVA. We do enroll about 700 transfer students every fall. So it is a sizable community, but we're very focused on making sure that that transition is a great one. So we want to make sure both that you work with staff when you get to UVA, both your advisors, but also there's an academic division, the Student Affairs Office dedicated to that transfer student transition, as well as student groups. So you'll be assigned a peer advisor who's done it before, but also have a group of transfer student leaders available to meet with in the advisory board. So a lot of people who've gone through it before can help you once you get there, but very much a vibrant and big part of the UVA community for sure. And the last part is just a picture of our basketball team. We are D1 and in the ACC and defending national champs. So we got to have a slide with them on there. So I hope you do get to stop by our website and check out a virtual tour or a virtual information session. And hopefully soon it will be safe to have you on grounds to see UVA in person, and maybe we can meet then. So thanks again, and reach out if you have any questions to me. It'll be very easy to find.
Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for joining us. When this window closes, a quick survey will come up. We'd love your feedback. This is just one of many sessions, so please sign up for additional sessions at strivescan.com/Virginia. In about a week, you'll be able to find this session as well as many other session recordings at that very same website. And with that, thank you all and have a lovely night.